Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed, where freedom begins within. Together we break the chains of karma and reclaim our power and rise into divine sovereignty. Your path to autonomy and freedom starts right here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. I'm so glad that you're here. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn. You could have Capricorn anywhere in your chart for this to resonate, and you could be dealing with someone who has prominent Capricorn placements in their chart. This video may not resonate with everyone, and please keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, that means this could be past, present, or future energy depending on who's watching. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I do have daily content over on TikTok, and that information is in the description box below. So if you want to check it out, that would be awesome. Go join me over there would be amazing. I appreciate you in advance for doing so. So, what are the messages that Capricorns and the cross watchers most need to hear? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What are the most important messages for Capricorn and their cross watchers sometime in the next few weeks? Well, I hesitate to come up with these kinds of cards because this could be talking about within the next few weeks from now or from the time that you're watching it, because it's timeless. But these things can also be delayed too for whatever reason. So let's find out what is going on here. All right. So with being very loose on the time, what are we supposed to be expecting here for Capricorn and their cross watchers? Please and thank you. Holy Spirit, what are the most important messages? Got the Six of Pentacles reversed. Oh, I'm not digging that so far. We got the Three of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse talks about an imbalance between giving and receiving. Someone's giving too much, someone's taking too much. This could also mean giving without generosity, giving without joy in your heart. It's just giving to give because it's expected of you, or what. And then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is all about making plans. You're planning ahead. You are waiting for your manifestations to come through. You have made your choice between the Three Wands, and you're just standing here expecting and waiting for what? Reciprocalness. Then we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about not seeing a lesson to learn it. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse is the lack of investment in learning in general. One moment, please. Sorry about that. So, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, it's about not grounding in what you're learning, or going in cycles. And we've got the King of Swords here. How can a King of Swords be in the fullness of themselves if they're not learning anything? Maybe this is someone else, though. Maybe this All right, so what if the person that they're dealing with is this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, who doesn't give or receive fairly or in a balanced way? They just lack reciprocation. And so, like, King of Swords, they're just like, well, I'm just gonna make my plans and I'm gonna be getting the fuck on. King of Swords, like, they've just asserted themselves. They're standing in their truth and their integrity and their authority. What else is going on here? 5 of Cups. Yes, this other person now, this person who, you know, hasn't learned anything about giving and receiving in a grounded and balanced way. This person is in the 5 of Cups. They're very much focused on the cups that are spilled, and they are miserable. They are depressed, and this is their reaction. Because the King of Swords here is manifesting an ending, standing in their bold truth, and they're like, this is over. And this person's sad. But they're only sad because this King of Swords has had enough. They're making their plans. They're moving on. The situation's done and over. The King of Swords is just ending it here. But we've got this very immature person here. Could be an immature adult. Page of Pentacles reversed. Someone who is deeply entrenched in their karmic patterns of take, or overgiving to the point that they're not taking care of themselves. They're not learning from their mistakes. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. And the King of Swords is over here like, ain't no one got time for all that. Yeah. There's a lot of imbalance here with the Temperance in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who is very impatient. They don't have any grounding or patience. They cannot manage their emotions and their behaviors. This person's off the rocker, out of control. This could be children or a kid, but it could just be a very immature adult who is deeply entrenched in karmic cycles. The Page of Wands reversed. This is bad news, man. And no one wants to be around this person. I mean, they are just losing their ever-loving mind, and they're not learning anything. This person's continuing to react and not respond. Right. The King of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups reversed with the 3 of Pentacles reversed. He's like, I ain't got no love for this situation. There is no love left within me. I have given, I have given, I have given. I have worked with this other person and worked with them till I was blue in the face. And now I'm just fucking done. Like, I don't even care anymore. This is like emotional detachment. They don't want nothing to do with this person. They're no longer working or collaborating with this person on anything. And they're just done. This could be anything from a romantic relationship to like a long-term relationship to a friend or a coworker or whatever. But somebody here, you know, has had enough. Capricorn, cross-watcher, whoever this is for you. I mean, some of y'all, the Capricorn could be the immature person, and for some of y'all, the Capricorn could be this masculine energy here, male or female, doesn't matter, but this person's taking a stand for the truth, and they ain't got no love and no compassion and no patience for this bullshit anymore, and they're very emotionally detached. and they're no longer working with or collaborating with or giving them money or helping them in any way, shape, or form. And this other person is losing their minds because they have become to grow dependent upon all of that Three of Pentacles and emotional support. This is like they become so accustomed to the emotional support and the financial support, and now the both of those things are gone. This other person, with looks like some reverse Sagittarius energy. They cannot handle this. If this hasn't happened yet, this is what's going to happen. But it should not hinder anyone, especially, if this masculine energy in doing what they know they need to do, to own their truth, stand in their integrity and their authority, and create boundaries, because they've had enough and they're done. They're so done, and they're moving forward, or they're about to. So timing is going to be weird with this, because timing is weird anyway. So this could be past, present, or future energy. If this hasn't happened yet, this is an encouragement to do exactly what you need to do. To be honest. To be in your authenticity. To be transparent. That I'm leaving. I'm making plans to move on because this is over. This person's making plans to leave because it's over. They're no longer emotionally invested in this, and they no longer want to give their time, their money, or their attention to this anymore. So, whoever this is, Capricorn, in this masculine energy, hell yeah, you keep going with that. Yeah. Keep on, keep on. The Six of Swords and the upright with the Four of Pentacles. You're going to move on while this person holds back. Don't hold back. You got to keep moving forward. Cap, cross watcher. It's time to go. And it's time to keep to yourself. And keep this other person out of your way, out of your life, so you can protect your peace. Maybe even replenish the bank account. Because there's a lot of pentacles here. There's a lot of time, money, and attention being spent here. This could be like a breakup of a long-term relationship, or a long-time friendship, or a long-time working relationship. However it fits for you, it'll be different for everyone. But the energy is still the same. There's someone who is off the rocker, losing their minds, and all because they just want to take. They don't want to learn anything, and they just want to continue to be low vibrational, and they don't want to change. They don't want to learn to be patient. They don't want to learn how to temper their emotions with their impulsivity. They just react. This other person here, they're responding. They're responding to all this chaos. And they're like, I can't do this. I've got to move on with my life. I am losing my mind. I don't care anymore. I'm emotionally detached from this. I don't want to keep putting my time, my money, my attention, or anything into this anymore. Because they're tired of participating in the karmic dance. It's not getting better. It's meant to end. So if you're the masculine energy and you're having trouble with ending this, This is for the highest good of all. This is what is meant to happen. And this is not a sign of your failure. If anything, it's a sign of this other person's failure. Because you did everything. You tried everything. And you couldn't do it for this person. You could not make them change. You tried, and you tried. But the fact of the matter is, this person was just greedy. They held back from you. That's all they know how to do. They didn't even do it intentionally. That's just what they've always done. It's like an unconscious karmic pattern of theirs. They hold back emotionally, and they hoard those secret emotions for themselves because they're insecure. This is why this person reacts every single time. Because every time they react, they're reacting to their trauma. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. This person here that is reacting is unconscious, low vibrational, and coming from a place of trauma. They did not deserve what happened to them that made them this way. However, it is their responsibility to be aware of themselves, to be consciously aware of their behavior, and willing to change it. This person's too busy being triggered to even think about responding instead of reacting. This person that is very chaotic and holding back and very greedy and selfish and just very immature and not learning anything, they need this in order to grow. Because the longer you stay in this, you are enabling them to keep take, and then not give anything back except for volatile emotions, reactions, and just karmic ways of relating to you and to others. This is the only way for this person to maybe learn their lesson. It's up to them whether they learn their lesson or not. It's up to them whether they want to take accountability for themselves. And it's up to them if they want to learn to heal those triggers and learn to respond instead of react, so that they can develop that skill and over time become a healed individual. It's all up to them. You cannot force it. You have tried everything. You have tried forcing it. You have tried begging them. You tried everything you could possibly think of. And this person resisted you at every turn. And they kept indulging and engaging in their karmic cycles. Being in denial about their behavior. And they're being in denial about how they're reacting and responding. The only way to stop enabling them is to end it and leave it. Period. Don't be afraid. You know this is a long time coming. And it's exactly what needs to happen. Because this chaotic person doesn't have any hope or any chance of changing their ways, as long as they have someone continuing to give them everything that they're demanding. And now that, you or this other person, you're just wore out and you're just done. You're done giving. You're done trying. You're done talking. You're done putting up with. You're done trying to keep the peace. Because trying to keep the peace with this person wasn't even working, because they were still flipping out and losing their ever-loving minds. This is the only logical solution. And if you're afraid of the unknown, nothing bad is going to happen. It's a fated and destined event. Let's pull from the Archangel Michael deck for the closing advice for your reading, Capricorn. So I feel like this is reaching a breaking point, and the realization of one, that I can't take this anymore. Take your time making this decision. Well, I think someone has. Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach this situation. Remind me to detach and step back and allow the situation to naturally unfold, which is leaving it behind. Thank you for protecting me. Lean on God for the angels and support. Lean on God and the angels for support. Dear God and angels, I give you this situation with this person, and now and completely, I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. To know that you can't help this person. They need help themselves. And now it's time for you to help yourself, Cappy. So lean on God and the angels for your support as you take your time through this decision, through these plans to leave this person behind, whatever that needs to look like. It needs to be planned. So don't be going all half-cocked and being all like acting on impulse and then not have a backup plan. That is not what I'm telling you. I am telling you to have the backup plan ready. Then speak the truth. And the truth is, you're detached, you don't care anymore, and you no longer want to give any of your tangible things that are most sacred, your time, your money, or your attention, to this person or the situation. So the only thing that, you need to be doing is ending it and moving away. This is not an impulsive action. Plan this. You cannot go through this half-cocked, because it could mean, being uncomfortable financially, or not having a place to live, or I don't know, however it manifests. And if you're not planning it correctly, it'll manifest itself as kind of fucked up, because you went off, or because this is to be planned, not to be done impulsively. And to have this leaving this person behind done as an impulsive act, it makes things harder for the person who needs to leave. So, please hear what I'm saying. Plan your exit. It is what is intended. That is the karmic path. That is what you're supposed to be doing. So don't be afraid. And when you feel afraid, pray and ask for the divine to take your fear away as you move forward. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So, Thank y'all so much for supporting my channel in all the ways that y'all do. If this reading resonated with you, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please also check out my daily shorts that I have on this channel, as well as my Tarot 101 series, where I go through each card of the zodiac individually, and they will be loaded into its own playlist, and then it's just a quick tutorial on how to read tarot cards. So if any of that interests you, please hit that subscribe button and check out all of my videos. I have something for everybody. So once again, thanks again, and I'll talk to y'all soon.